She is a Canadian icon, a passionate advocate, and one of the most well-known names in the music industry. I'm talking about the one, the only, k.d. lang. And this is a big, big, big year for her. For one, it is the 25th anniversary of her breakthrough album called Ingenue, which featured this little-known hit. A classic is an understatement. To celebrate this milestone, she is hitting the road later this year for a cross-Canada tour, and we are so honored to have her here in studio with us. Everybody, k.d. lang is here.
Good morning,
Can I give you like a round of applause of one right now? Everyone's hands are full with cameras.
Thank you.
I think they'd be joining me right now. Congratulations. Can you believe 25 years since that song, that album?
I can't, actually. It's flown by. But I'm very excited because I've been waiting for a few years for this to happen because I've kind of always wanted to go out and do this record again. We're doing it in sequence, in its entirety.
No.
Starting the show with the whole record. So I'm excited. It's kind of like a high school reunion in a way.
But so much better.
Yeah, probably better.
Maybe without all the angst attached to
there's angst.
There is.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I read somewhere that you wrote this album in about a week and a half.
No.
Is that not true?
So not true.
So not true.
No, I don't know where you're getting your information.
Okay, I just kind of made it up. Just kidding.
All right.
No, but I know that there's a lot of songs that happened very, very quickly on this album, not necessarily the entirety. But I want to know if you can capture what became the soundtrack of our love lives. What is the same when it comes to...
Are you saying that I am the Barry... What was that guy's name? White. Barry White. I'm the Barry White of Canada. The soundtrack of your love life?
Absolutely.
Is that what you just said?
That album was
excellent.
Seminal.
Excellent.
For so many people's love lives.
Okay, I'm the Barry
beyond.
White of Canada. I accept that.
Okay, I'll give that. But, you know, when you take a look at who k.d. lang was 25 years ago in writing those songs, what of you has changed, but what of you has stayed the same from the Aunjanue album?
Oh, that is, you know, that's... I change probably within this interview, I'll change. So I don't, you know, it's hard to dissect oneself, really, and I think maybe posthumously it's possible, but, you know, I kind of feel like I haven't changed, and yet I've changed in so many ways. It's impossible to answer that question.
When we go back to Aunjanue and the fact that it was such a departure from your country roots in many ways, it opened up all these other genres. Did that then all of a sudden maybe open up your willingness to explore? We know that subsequently you went on to win Grammys with a Mr. Tony Bennett and really exploring what people would call this crooner side of k.d. lang.
Well, it's funny, actually. I think the country stuff was the departure. Because Aunjanue was actually a return to the things that influenced me in my childhood. Joni Mitchell and European music and Peggy Lee. And so actually country music was the departure and Aunjanue was the return to my actual influences. And people always assumed it was the other way around. So it was really a coming out record, actually.
Okay, let's talk about acting and other muscles. We have seen you do really cool stuff. How I Met Your Mother, hello, with the huge one with Portlandia. I mean, is this something we may see more of in k.d. lang?
No, absolutely not. I'm an introvert, and even being here is excruciating. No offense.
You're doing great, but you're a performer. This is very interesting to hear.
That's different when you have a mic and you have a band and you have a song to hide behind. But, you know, acting, I don't know. Acting is very strange to me. Although I had a great time on Portlandia. It was fantastic. A lot of that was improvised. And trying to keep a straight face in front of Fred and Carrie was just insane.
Your social media, you say you're uncomfortable, but I got to say on social media, what I love watching is the activism and the activist side. And you're very, very outspoken about a lot of issues. We know you attended the Women's March in Calgary, for example. How important do you think it is for artists, musicians, to be using their platform?
Well, it's so crazy because I've seen so many tweets like, stick to music or stick to acting. And it's like, actually, artists are conduits for the people, for the feeling of the street, and we've historically been town criers. So, I mean, I think it's absolutely our job to be, if you're so moved, to be political and to be an activist and to stand up for what you believe in.
I want to talk about Mr. Leonard Cohen, God rest his soul, because I think it was Billboard that listed your cover of Hallelujah as one of the top 12 of all time. I think certainly here we would say the top of the list as well. How does it make you feel when you do sing that song, and what are your lasting memories of him?
I honestly believe that Leonard, and I've said this before, I honestly believe that Leonard was this kind of translator between the gods and mortals. His understanding of human nature was unparalleled, and certainly as a poet, as a songwriter. And when I sing Hallelujah, I never get tired of exploring the profundity of those lyrics. You know, it's just such an immense song. I never get tired of feeling where it takes me.
Can we expect it perhaps on the tour?
I would imagine it's
okay. All right. Well, Katie, this has been our honor to have you here with us this morning. We cannot wait to have you hit the road again for this album.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you so, so much. Now, as we mentioned, Katie is going to be heading out on tour a little later this year, right across Canada. Tickets are going on sale to fan club members this Thursday. Write that down. To the general public on Friday. But because we are in the giving mood, this is what Katie does to us. We are giving away 17 pairs of tickets. That is one pair for every stop of her tour across this country. If you'd like to enter right now, go to our website, yourmorning.ca. Good luck.